So what did you think of right? He was for anybody who wasn't aware, 120 milligrams of testosterone a week, 120 milligrams of Deka a week, MK677, epimorelin, and CJC. Also, then the HGH that he was getting from the place. Like Deka, not very much Deka at all. I mean, on the top edge of like, what some people consider therapeutic, but nothing like absolutely insane. There's plenty of doctors that do 200 milligrams a week of Deka. TRT almost on the low end or on the lower side, the lower third of like what is normal. The only thing that's really different is the HGH, and it's not like HGH is not going to fucking add on a gigantic amount of size in. You know what I mean? Depending. If you're taking 10 IU a day. I haven't been in that boat. I might actually like to try that at some point just to see what it's like. But you're going to get the size a lot of times from the anabolics, right? You guys have both done HGH more than I do a lot of the peptides, and I don't notice it from the peptides.
I also want to tag in here on this one again. I know, he's jacked as fuck, and he's got some size on him, but he's only like 197 to 200 pounds. Like, I don't know if you guys were following him along the way. Like, he even put his weight on the scale. Like, you could see all his like weigh-ins and stuff like that. He's not like a big dude. No. He's 200 pounds. He's probably the same weight as I am right now, and just looks bigger because he's on more shit. So like, you could easily get to that size and take way less than he is taking.
Yeah, and he's about the same height I am, and I'm about 200 pounds right now also, and he looks way bigger just because he's so lean, right? Yeah.
No, I go ahead, Brian.
I was going to make a point on the growth hormone, why I think it's BS, because in that email clip that I saw, he said he was taking 16 IUs a day of growth hormone, and you're looking at him in his pictures, he's got no fading in his abs, he's got no puffiness in his face or swelling in his hands, right? And granted, he's taking 50 milligrams of Winstrol, right? Presumably that's a day. But in my opinion, that's not going to be enough to overcome that high level of growth hormone. I think it would be very, very obvious if he was actually running that much.
What do you think was causing the IGF to not elevate?
I don't buy into that. I think
he goes into talking about the blood work in terms of like, if you watch Derek's video at the end or something, like he talks about, at least my perception was, I could have misunderstood the video for sure, but my perception was that there was emails where he was stating that his IGF levels and then backing it up with blood work. It appeared through how I was understanding the video that like, he's like, hey bro, I'm trying to get my IGF levels to like the upper level normal. They're this, here's the fucking supporting blood work. I'm taking a fuckload of peptides and my shit is still not elevated. Did you get that or no?
Well, so I didn't dig into it all that deep as far as that whole conversation went, because my initial impression was this guy's a master marketer, right? I think this was 100% intentional. I think that was completely fabricated information. And I think that he was ramping up the numbers of HGH just to get people spun out of their mind, right? If he's going to spend $16,000 a month on HGH, why wouldn't he go buy some IGF-1 and inject that for freaking $120 a month, right? If he's worried about his IGF level, I mean, come on. It's not complicated.